Palwe from Taurus Infotek. We are migration consultants, and now I'll be telling you something about sponsorship process for Australian migration. Recently, Australia has made major changes in its migration program. Particularly from 1st July 2010, plenty of things related with Australian migration has drastically changed. Most important change is Australian government has published new skill occupation list. In this new list, there is something called Schedule 3 list and Schedule 4 list. Schedule 3 list, if your occupation is in Schedule 3 list, you don't need sponsorship provided you are reaching 120 points. And if your occupation is into the Schedule 4 list, you need to have a sponsorship from a sponsoring state or under the state migration plan. That is absolutely essential. Now, how this works, every state has got its own list of skill shortages. Every state is publishing its own list of occupations which are in need in that particular state. Now, supposing you are an auditor, you have to check that in which state list your occupation is there. Supposing your occupation is in Schedule 3 and you are reaching 120 points, you don't need any kind of sponsorship. But if your occupation is not in Schedule 3, it is in Schedule 4, you have to compulsorily look for some state which is willing to sponsor you. Now, what the state is looking for, first thing is your occupation should be in that state's skill shortage list. That is point number 1 and very, very important. Apart from that, that state will be asking some more questions like what is your financial capacity, how much money you are planning to bring, what is your IELTS score. And now this IELTS score, every state is having very high demand. You should have at least 7 band score because it is an international competition. If your score is less than 7, getting this state sponsorship will be really difficult. Again, the states will be asking you what you know about that particular state, what kind of research you have done about settlement, job scenario, and so many other factors about that state. That is again very, very important. We have to give in writing that why you are planning to migrate to that state, why you feel that you deserve sponsorship from that state. Another aspect of this state migration plan is you have to pay some fees. Normally it is between 300 to 500 Australian dollars because for scrutinizing your application, these state governments are charging some fees. So you should be prepared to shell out some more money, and it is not that you are applying to some state and you are getting the sponsorship. So you have to keep your option open. You have to apply for 2-3 different states, fulfill all their criteria, and then only you can hope to get the sponsorship. If you get a state sponsorship, even you are scoring 100 points, your case is possible for migration. That is the big advantage. Second big advantage is as per the revised processing priorities, those applicants who are having state sponsorship, they are given a higher priority for processing. So what does it mean? That your visa case will get finalized pretty soon if you are having a sponsorship under the state migration plan. So we'll definitely advise those who need state sponsorship, they better start early because state sponsorship has become a very, very important criteria for getting the visa. Thank you.